Welcome to another episode of Freedom Fridays, brought to you by the Black Wolf Rebels. I'm Kamari Ellis. We got Jimmy and Corey here as well, and tonight we are talking about the new economic blackout that they had today. More importantly, we want to know, does it work? Does it even matter? Are there better solutions we can go about this? But before we get started, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's really good?
It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yes, sir. I'm great. I'm here, so I'm great.
Okay. You got your ribeye all set up?
I actually do have one.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Bone giant paws with a Parmesan crust. Yes, I do.
Boom.
All right, I see everybody starting to come into the room. Welcome to everybody. There's Kiki Girls here. Hey. Welcome. Brittany.
Really good. Hey,
Brittany's in the building.
Hey, Brittany.
Happy Friday. What's up with you, Corey? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm living, so I ain't gonna complain too much. But I ain't,
Corey, Corey, like he in witness protection right now again, man. Like the light is,
Listen, man, I'm just trying.
You gotta get Corey in the lamp or something, bro.
I'm scratching and surviving, bro. You know what I mean?
We're gonna get Corey a whole new setup.
I see Adrian in the building. Adrian!
Hey, what's going on?
Nate's favorite uncle, Don Johnson, in the building. What up, Don?
What's good, man?
Lorraine. All right, GC's in the building. What up, GC? All right, so as we get started, listen, we are talking about the economic blackout that is happening today. People are like, listen, I can't come see you right now. I can't go out. I got to do the blackout thing. So we want to know, do y'all do the blackout? Is it a good thing, bad thing? Let us know what your thoughts are. Throw them in the comments. All right, Don had a ribeye herself.
Hey, man, listen, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know.
And man, T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grapes, man.
There we go. What's up, Cookie Price? How are you? Welcome. All right. So have y'all been looking at this economic blackout? What y'all think about it?
I'll let Corey talk first, man, because
Yeah.
I don't want to be a blatherskite. So I'm gonna let Corey talk first.
I mean, I take it just as serious as they do, and they don't really take it that serious. So,
whoa, why you say that? Why you say they don't take it serious?
Because, man, like, you shouldn't have to boycott a business to serve your own businesses, man. That tells me they're not serious about nothing. So, like, if you got to boycott businesses to serve your own people and do the things you're supposed to do for your own people, you're a weirdo anyway. So,
weirdo.
Huh? I'm just saying. We from Philly, man. Everybody a weirdo. Either you a weirdo or you a dickhead. So which one you want to be?
No, that's true.
That's a fact.
So I'm just saying, like, I chose the lesser of two evils.
Or you drawn?
Well, they were drawn with this goofy ass blackout thing. Like, I don't know, man. Listen. I'll let people do what they want to do. If that's how they feel like they got to express it, more power to them. Just leave me alone. Leave me out of it. Cause y'all not serious. Like, I already told you how things get done. Things get done in two ways. You gotta let the blickies go, or you gotta get in the power and change policy, and then let the blickies go. So it ain't nothing. The world ain't really changed, man. Only the technology and stuff changed, didn't it? Like, people still peopling out here, man. People been people since the beginning. They have the money. The Locks told you, man. They have the money, power, respect, man. That's the key to life. And so that blackout don't give you any of those things. So
what up, Kahan? Welcome.
But you don't gotta listen to my opinion. Just do what you do. Just make sure you stay far away from me while you're doing it, though.
Damn, far away.
Not double far, not just far.
I Damn, I was thinking about Marsha Ambrosius myself.
No, that's not Marsha Ambrosius. I'm singing.
That's
I'm singing Ginger in the same show, bro.
And if I sound dismissive, it's because I want to. That's exactly how I want you to feel. I want you to feel dismissed if you did this dumbass shit.
Okay. All right. So what you got, Jim? What you got, Jim? All right, Jim got that Gateway 2000 pumping.
he got Frogger playing. He got
no. I was just switching devices and cutting the Wi-Fi. I'm on a different device now. But no, go ahead, Kamari. Say what you gotta say, bro.
Now he asked you what was your thought.
I know he asked me, but I'm telling him to go first. Pause.
See how everything's gotta be so.
Hey,
difficult.
listen, I already told you. If it's gotta be a train, I gotta be first, man.
now that's a plausible moment. That's
you are out of pocket.
Pause.
That's what the order to pause. He's out of pocket.
What are you talking about?
It's a flag on the play for that one. You going out of pocket, man. We always go off the rails, and you try and go off the rails early. Usually we go off the rails after like 8 o'clock.
Okay, my fault.
All right, so since Kamari don't want to talk, man, let me talk about a couple of things, man. Right, so I got a couple of notes right here, man, because I take this serious. But I was thinking about this today. And
by the way,
what'd you say, sir?
It's not that I don't want to talk. That's not a problem. It's never a problem.
I know you think that you're the leader of the group and you want to go last on the track. I get it. I know. I know you're the most. I know you're the most important member. Like as you told me earlier.
Oh man, listen, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
No, we are going to do it in public areas. So I'm Otis. Somebody called me Otis. I'm like,
no, that's not what happened at all. That's not what happened.
I have it documented. Malik, Coach Carter said, "Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis."
Yes, he said that about you.
Yes, and y'all laughed and y'all went along with it.
No, I thought it was funny.
Right,
no, but hold up. You got to get a full context. He called you Otis because of what you called him.
No, I called him. He called me Otis first.
No, you called him David Ruffin first. He called you Otis.
That came afterwards.
Anyway,
go into the archive.
I will. But hold on though. I'm gonna talk about what happened today. All right. So for those who don't know, we have an event coming up, March 8th, right?
March 8th.
And it's a flyer that dropped for our event. And I was messing with Kamari because Kamari loves to put himself front and center on all and by the way, if you don't believe me, just go check out the website, phillycashmob.com. Or Kamari can pull the flyer up and show what I'm talking about.
Ain't gotta go nowhere, it's right there.
All right, so there we go, right? So I was messing with Kamari because Kamari loves to put himself front and center. He put our sister off to the side like she's a featured artist, right? And he got me and Corey on the side of him like we his backup singers. So I was telling him, I was like, I actually what I said was, you treating me like Otis is what I said. Right? So right, did I not? Right? So then what he says is, no, I'm Otis because I'm the most important member. I hold everything together because y'all all think y'all the talent. Now he went on that whole rant, that whole tirade. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's how the whole thing started. And if y'all don't, just look at the picture though. Look how he put himself front and center.
I tell you this, man.
What you say, Corey?
Funny as hell. I said, I tell you what, man. When y'all get the squabbling, y'all funny as hell, man. And it's not like it's not serious. It's just funny to me, like how y'all go back and forth about crazy shit. Like it start and then it just go way left. And I know I take stuff left, but y'all take stuff like so far left.
All right. But here's the funny part. The funny part is I didn't even say anything crazy. Tracy got real crazy with him. It wasn't me. Tracy went right at his thorax, right? But and she was taking up for Courtney because he threw Courtney off to the side. You know what I'm saying? Got her looking like, she's just a featured artist and whatnot. But anyway, man.
Now,
you are terrible. You are fucking terrible, man.
Why? Because I tell the truth?
No, because that's all lies. So first of all, I didn't even. Sorry, excuse me for the language, y'all. I just got to notice that my car broke down again. So I didn't have car.
You still trying to drive that joint, man? You got.
We told you $2,000 ago to put it.
You dudes do not. Y'all listen. Y'all just like to talk. This is a central thing. I get it. This is a different car, different driver, whole different situation.
Oh, so one of your other cars broke down.
Yes, my Korean car broke down because I can't afford Japanese. But anyway, back to the story. I didn't design this flyer, y'all. Shout out to the sister Courtney. I didn't design this. However, she is the featured person that's coming. She's the special guest.
So why she ain't in the center with the big old circle in the middle, and why we not off to the side if she ain't featured?
Because I didn't design it. Y'all want to be designers now?
I mean, hold, Corey. I got an answer for that, right?
I about to say I had an answer too, but you go ahead first, Joe.
All right, my answer is you didn't design this one, right? You want to take a look at some of our YouTube flyers? Were you also prominently in the center?
And so I'm not prominently in the center, and I can pull up those flyers. But
by the way, and some of them is even more egregious than that.
No. But here's the problem: y'all have janky headshots. Y'all cut off. Y'all bodies are cut off.
No, man. No.
It's not cut off. Okay. All right. Listen, we're not going to do this for the people. Let's get back to the blackout. Nobody wants to hear this. Y'all don't want to hear this. Right?
No. I was just telling them because you told me. So we didn't really get to the point. The point was you telling me that you're the most important part of the whole group. So by the way,
that's a lie. That's a lie.
I got the screenshot. I kept the file. All right, pull it up. You want me to get my loaded X on? I got the file, beloved.
Pull it up.
Hey, yo.
What's that yo for that? Come on.
Tell me to pull it. Yo.
I didn't say pull out. I said pull up.
Oh God! All right,
come on, man. Come on, just stop.
All right, let's get back to business, man. Y'all making this more difficult.
Anyway, man,
we done lost some viewers over this.
It's all your fault. But go ahead, though.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So no, what I was going to say about it is, let's get back to business, y'all. Right? You know, we're going to stop talking about all the nonsense that Kamari's talking about. All right. So here's the fact of the matter, right? The fact of the matter is boycotts don't work because it's a couple reasons why. For one, as Corey said, people aren't that serious. The whole idea of ethical consumerism itself doesn't work. You know, I know people say you only got to invest or buy. That doesn't work either. None of that stuff works, right? We're talking about boycotting.
So Montgomery didn't work? Montgomery didn't work?
All right, a little bit of context with that. Montgomery was a boycott of a municipality, right? And it took place over a year. Also, there were demands. Within this specific boycott, one thing that I haven't heard one time is what are the demands? What do you want? People just said, don't spend money today, but for what purpose? I haven't heard what the demands are, which is the one thing. Also, this is not a municipality. We're talking about multi-billion-dollar, sometimes trillion-dollar corporations that are international, right?
And I will say this: Montgomery didn't work, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they had their own busing system, and they fought to integrate their busing system and get in the front of someone else's. So no, it didn't work. Because I will say this, and I've been saying this, and it isn't an unpopular opinion that integration is probably right neck and neck with the enslavement of our people. Because integration is worse. Because with integration you're subservient and you don't know you're subservient, which is even worse. Because there's no such thing as integration when you don't have any power. That's called assimilation.
Okay, so now we talking, right? Because I think there's a lot of context to that too, because it was bigger than just integration, right? We talking about the whole idea of separate but equal, but things were never equal, right? And now you really get into the idea of taxes and how taxes play a part, even historically.
Yep.
Because one of the things that to me is interesting is, let's just say that we are 13% of the population, which I don't tend to believe personally. But let's just say we are 13% of the population.
You think we're more or less?
I think we're more than that.
Okay.
Now, because I don't think that when they count those populations, a lot of us actually participate in the whole idea of counting that. But anyway, but forget that. But let's just say we are 13%. Do we get 13% of government contracts? Right? Just for as one thing. Do we get 13% of anything? But we do pay into that pot, right? We pay into that pot. So that's a whole other thing. But getting back to the whole boycott thing is what are the demands, right? And I think about this because you're talking about multinational billion and trillion dollar corporations. So let's just say, first of all, you're not going to have the economic impact that you think you're going to have. That's the first thing, right? The second thing is, let's just say that you do have this impact, right? Let's just say you're boycotting. Let's pick a company. Let's say Coca-Cola, right? So you boycott Coca-Cola for a day. How much do you think they'll actually lose?
Not enough to care.
Not enough to
Nothing.
care. That's the first part,
Nothing.
right? But
Nothing.
the second part is in from an investment standpoint, people always talk about companies that have a moat. If Coca-Cola raised their prices 1 penny, right? It's not going to make anybody drink less Coca-Cola. But how much will it generate them? Way more than they'll lose a day of you boycotting. No one's asking for anything specific. You're boycotting multinational corporations. I think one of the biggest problems is we let companies get too big in this country. We let companies get almost too big to fail. Because one of the companies that was on the list outside of Target was Amazon. So you're going to boycott Amazon. Are you going to listen to Audible? Right?
Are you not going to go to Whole Foods?
Over 35% of the entire internet runs through Amazon Web Services. So you're just not going to use the internet that day, right? Because that's part of the issue. Part of the issue is we let companies get too big. I remember a couple years ago with the Cambridge Analytica scandal, when they were taking that data from Facebook, and some people believe they were using that data to influence the 2016 election. So the whole thing went viral about hashtag boycott Facebook. It didn't work. People got off Facebook for like 1 day, but they got off Facebook and went to Instagram, and they were using WhatsApp. So, I mean, you guys get the point that I'm making. These companies are too big. So one of the things is we need to fight through legislation. These companies are just too big to fail at this point. Now, what are you actually going to do? Like, that's why ethical consumerism doesn't work, because back in the day when you would boycott something, you really had an effect on a company. Like, if you boycott sales, that's different. But now we're not talking about boycotting sales. We're talking about boycotting Amazon, Target. Like, these companies are way too big. What are you really doing?
You mean to tell me we need to boycott over not having enough brothers on the wall?
All right, so boycotting sales work because it was a small local business. It can really impact their economy. But what you going to do boycotting, you know what I'm saying, like Amazon? How do you boycott Amazon? You going to not watch Amazon Prime? First of all, half of y'all paid your Amazon Prime membership for the year already. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, Target is too big. So we need to attack this through policy. Why are the people that representing us allowing these companies to get that big? Why is Amazon allowed to have more than a third of the entire traffic of the internet like travels through them? Yeah, put that back on the screen.
You didn't say it. I figured you would appreciate that.
I mean, shout out to Steve, man. That's all. What's up, Steve? You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving Steve a shout out. The most important member.
That's not what I said, but you keep going on with the lie.
Hold up.
Jimmy lies real easy.
No, we're not doing this, Jim. Don't do it.
No, I was going to actually. I want to see if he's an ethical brother. I was going to send him the screenshot of him saying that to see if he would put it on the screen.
Wow. I'm offended. My feelings are hurt.
Don't
But anyway,
you
don't care. I know you don't care.
I do care.
But listen, no, you don't.
I do.
You don't. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about boycotts. What's really interesting, because Jim made a lot of great points. Corey made a lot of great points.
But now the most important member got to talk. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, because there's going to be more talking after me, by the way. But
check your WhatsApp too. I just sent you the proof. But go ahead, though. I digress.
We're going to be on here all night because Jim's black Skype.
I'm quiet.
But anyway, like I was trying to say, it doesn't matter. None of this matters because nothing serious is going to come about. Like Jimmy and Corey already said. If you really want to get serious, you got to change your lifestyle. And that starts with you. What are you going to do? When's the last time you shopped at a black-owned business? I'm tired of this boycott stuff. 2% of our people, only 2% of black dollars go to black businesses. I've talked about this before. That's egregious to me. We can't get 5%. We can't get 10%. So we're not even funding our own people to represent ourselves in this overall thing. But we'd rather put our energy into fighting demand. That never works. And no historic thing ever did putting more attention on somebody else ever make you and your people better. I would love to hear somebody point this out to me. But it's amazing to me that the other ethnic groups that have a track record of economic and political power, they never do boycotts. But you know what they do? They support one another. They bob from one another. They help to elect one another in positions of power. They build institutions and organizations. I would love to know, clearly the NAACP is kind of feckless at this point. We do need another organization to replace them. What will that organization be? I think it would be better to put this blackout energy and it's starting to build real organization for ourselves. But that's all I got now. Jimmy, what do you have to say?
So I have a lot to say, and I don't have my tinfoil hat in this room with me, right? But you already know I don't believe in the idea of black buying power. I think that it's BS and it's used against us more than it is to kind of motivate us to do anything. That's the first part. The second part is, even when it comes to that statistic of we only spend 2%, a part of me doesn't believe that either. Right? Here's one of the biggest issues. One of the biggest issues is, as a collective.
Well, wait a minute. If you don't believe the 2%, what do you believe? Is it 50%? Is it 25%?
No. I don't believe that is even that much higher. But what I'm saying is, I don't believe that statistic. Right. So here, let me finish my point. My point is this: a lot of times those things are used kind of as a tool to point the finger at us and say the problem that you're not moving forward is because you guys are only spending 2% of your money with your people. If you just spent a little bit more, things would be better. But it never really attacks the fact that our people don't have money. We don't have money in the grand scheme of things. Because even when you dig back the data on buying power and the money that's spent, most of that stuff is credit from bigger institutions that are also not ours. If you take all of the black-owned banks in the entire nation and you add them together,
they wouldn't. $3 billion.
That wouldn't even. No, what does that fall under? That wouldn't even make the top 10, right? So what I'm saying is, the whole idea of this black buying power really is to put more money into other folks' pockets, right? The one thing you said that I do agree with, however, is the idea of organizing and leaning on each other, right? I think that's bigger than just the data and statistics of buying power or spending, because to me, and I've said this several times, the answer to all this stuff really is love, right? You know, Marvin told us a long time, man, only love can conquer hate, right? And I mean, in terms of us loving each other, working with each other, and really being in tune with each other to kind of do things as a collective, right? Can we feed each other, right? There are people that know how to grow food. Can we feed each other? Because not that I'm saying just get away from the entire system, because you have to know how to operate in the system, but are we able to survive with just us, right? Can we survive with just us? I think the key is really just working together.
The answer to that is always yes, because we survived everything.
But yes, we have.
The thing about
intentionality, as you always say, Core, but what about the intentionality?
See, you took the word out of my mouth because I was about to go in that direction.
Okay, go ahead. You got it.
So the thing about what's happening here is the intentions are good, right? So I'm going to lay off what I was going to say about those people being less than smart, but the intentions were good. So energy means everything, right? But the thing is, I think their energy is being misused and misguided. And so what you talked about is a lot of misguided and misused energy, right? That energy is better spent in creating systems for ourselves, right? And when I say creating systems, I mean controlling the means of production of the systems that we create, and then being able to protect whatever we create, right? Because we've created a lot of spaces, and I have a list of over 200 race crimes against Black Wall Streets since the 1860s, right? That tells you we created 200 Black Wall Streets. We only talk about one or two. We created 200 of them, right? And so if we've created 200 Black Wall Streets, why don't we have any right now? And the answer is we couldn't protect any of it, so it wasn't really ours. And so anything that you build that you can't protect is somebody else's. And so the means of production here is what we need to look to get, and then to protect that means of production is what we need.
Does that include your significant other? Like if you can't, no, man.
Listen, man. I'm not talking about the means of reproduction. I'm just
no. You said if anything that you can't protect, they ain't yours.
They not. That definitely includes your significant other, because if she watch you get your ass whipped enough times, no. You want to come on? Let's be realistic. If your significant other watch you get your brains kicked out your head a couple times, you're like, why am I fucking with him?
Jarrell has an actual comment in there. I think he asked this in the Village too. I don't know if Corey ever got to answer the question in the Village.
Any good books on? So I will recommend Byron Woodson's book, and
it's called Weaving Networks, I believe.
Weaving Networks, by Byron Woodson.
Yeah, Byron Woodson, by the way, is the smartest human being I know. But yeah, his book is called Weaving Networks. I got another one right here for you, Jarrell. It's called Build, Brother
Build. I was about
by Leon H. Sullivan.
Man, we on the same page tonight. So those are the two books that I would recommend about on creating systems, because they focus specifically on creating things that other people can use, and then making sure that those systems outlast and outlive you.
In Byron's book, by the way, go ahead, Corey.
Byron said something to us 25 years ago, and he said, "Move closer to your friends." And he said the answer to all of your problems is to move closer to your friends. And
so his overall thesis is about networks and how all the value in the world is based on networks.
It is.
And that's kind of the thesis of his book and his idea of system building is to actually create networks. And you can take that any way you want to, whether that's financial, whether that's educational, any way you want to take it. But it's really about networks. So, Kamar, the overall conversation that we're having is we didn't participate in that. I didn't buy nothing anyway, right? Because I mean, you know, I was chilling today. I didn't buy nothing anyway.
You got that ribeye today.
I didn't buy that today. I actually bought it yesterday.
Oh, that was picked up.
That's another point too, though, right? Because I did see some folks earlier this week talking about, I'm blacking out on Friday, so I'm going shopping now. And I'm like, so what's the difference? Like,
they don't understand economics. They don't understand finance. And
still spend your money. Still spend your money with these people. And listen, I ain't even going for. I sent my son. I send my son stuff on Amazon all the time. I got a kid in college. I'm not sending it through USPS.
But this is also my point about letting companies get too big. I know several people, who work for Amazon. I have several family members who actually work in Target in various capacities, right? So these companies, we talking about boycotting, like at the end of the day, who gets kicked out of those companies first when they got to cut jobs? The same people. It's a quagmire, and the thing is, to me, it really comes down to us allowing these corporations to become almost nation states. These corporations almost run. You go to that.
It's not almost.
So I've been out the West Coast and been to some of these like corporate headquarters, and it's almost like visiting a museum in a city all in one. It's like they have.
If you ever get a chance, go to Wichita.
I haven't been there. I had no reason to be at Wichita.
Well, you'll see some of the people that run stuff. They're not super popular, but they run a lot of stuff.
By the way, I will be in Columbus, Ohio. I'm leaving Sunday morning, you know what I'm saying? So if anybody is in the Ohio area, hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Let's get a ribeye or something. But I'll be in Columbus for a week. Well, from Sunday to like Thursday. I fly out Thursday, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and if y'all see sparks on the air, that's me giving my presentation, like that's what happens.
The fire from the sparks in the fire.
If you feel the ground shaking, you know what I'm saying? That's because I got the crowd rocking, you know what I mean?
Listen.
I'm just letting y'all know. That's all. I'm just letting y'all know. You know what I mean?
Give me a minute, because I wanna rebuttal some of the points you didn't agree with, Jimmy.
Okay, before you do that, you're gonna show what you call yourself the most important. I did send it to you on WhatsApp.
I didn't say that, but why you sent it to me? I'm gonna say my point, then I'll come back to that. People not here for your shenanigans and lies, man.
I don't have shenanigans, man. I'm just speaking the truth.
You do have lies.
I spit truth to power, man.
Okay. So anyway, you said you don't like the number, right?
I don't.
I don't like the 6-hour number because nobody has proven that. However, they have proven.
I disagree with that too. So we agree on that. We agree.
So I will say, I do agree that people try to weaponize that against us, but I do disagree where, because I didn't weaponize it. I just said that it's 2%. I think we all agree that we've all heard the saying, with the white man's ice is colder. I know I personally get people that will say to me, Kamari, do you know a good Jewish accountant you can go to? Like literally. I know, matter of fact, you brought up the system.
Absolutely egregious and malfeasant.
Now hold on, let me finish.
Egregious and malfeasant, especially if those people are black.
But there's a clip. Wait a minute. There's a clip with me and Courtney and another attorney by the name of Tony Moore. Y'all might see Tony Moore, but that's my homie. She's out here running around too, doing good stuff. All of us have had that happen to us, whether it's in accounting, whether it's in law. I gotta go find the clip.
So there's a whole YouTube video of all the different Jewish lawyer references in hip hop. That's one of the craziest videos because the video is almost like 7 minutes of just rappers like, I got a Jewish lawyer to my Jewish lawyer. Like it's a thing, right?
Right. And so when I say that, I'm just using this context to say that this has been researched, like it's documented. Whether you disagree with Jimmy or don't believe the research, cool. I do believe that from my own anecdotal experience, a lot of black people are not going out of their way to support black-owned businesses. A lot of people don't make supporting black-owned businesses a part of their lifestyle.
It's not intentional.
It's not intentional. And that's all I'm trying to illustrate.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you, good brother. But what I'm saying is there's a couple things here.
Well, you did disagree with me. You said you disagree. So
no, I said I disagree with the number. The number is what I was talking about. Not the actual the idea of supporting your own. I agree with supporting your own. But one of the reasons why the number may be small is because, like, to Maggie Anderson's book, the point about her book is there's certain industries that we are deep in when it comes to having a black business, right? And there's other ones that just aren't. So if I try to, but those are the ones where it's egregious if you don't support your own. If you go to another ethnicity for your barber, then you really wild, right? But what I'm saying is there's certain places like gas stations, right? It used to be supermarkets. Now we do have a couple of supermarkets we can go to. There's certain businesses that it's almost impossible. And there's another piece to this too that I didn't bring up that I want to bring up, which
bring it up. Let's go.
All right, so this is we having a real conversation. I believe in supporting our own. I go out of my way to support our own, but I have been in situations where I've went out of my way to support our own. And then in doing so, I realized that specific organization, even though they look like me, they don't move the same way I move. They are less black than some white folks I know. Like, and so that to me is something that has to be talked about too. That's why when I find something that, we're kind of aligned or I kind of like the service, the product, I scream to the high hells about it. I think one of the issues is, and this is a human thing, is that we're not loud about the things that we like or love or appreciate. We're more loud about the things that we hate and we don't like. How many times have you seen someone say, that's why I don't use black on, but I don't mess with them black, but I don't see the same kind of energy as it pertains to, things that they do like. But I think that's a human thing, man. Like that's already been studied that people will be more loud about things that they hate. All you gotta do is go down Amazon. If you go on Amazon, right? And I know we're not going on Amazon today because we boycott and whatnot. But if you go down Amazon tomorrow, right, and you look at the actual the ratings in the comments, you'll see people are very loud about the things that they don't like. And I think that's a problem with the internet overall. Whether we're talking about businesses, movies, music, any sort of the arts, even people will be more loud about the folks they don't like versus who they do like.
Correct.
A lot of y'all on the internet be miserable too, yo. Y'all gotta get out and touch grass.
Man, listen. So I spent, I'm gonna say 9.5 months going on the internet only to talk with Jim and Kamari, right? Mm-hmm. I probably had the most peace in my life in those 9.5 months than I had since the internet been out. Like that was the most peaceful thing one of the most peaceful things that I've ever done. And it was peaceful because I didn't have nobody else's thoughts encroaching on mine.
That's so important now. That's so important.
I didn't have anybody else's weird energy encroaching on mine with their, absolute repugnant hate for each other. Right. I didn't see none of the the shenanigans and foolishness. I didn't know who was scamming who. I didn't know I didn't know any of that stuff. And it's because I wasn't there to see it. Right?
It's such a big part of our lives though, right? And it's like I don't know what you do. It's such a big part of our life. What's interesting is when I took like a break from the internet for a minute, I had people hitting me up like, I ain't seen you on the internet in a while. Like, is everything okay? Right? And I'm like, the reason you ain't seen me in a while is because everything's more than okay. You know what I mean? Like,
everything is perfect.
Yeah, but it's almost like that's how I'm not gonna lie. That's how I communicate with a lot of family, a lot of friends. Like, is the internet. So
I think we all do. Nobody's. Yeah, everybody does that.
Mm-hmm.
So
listen, man. I love interacting with our audience. Right.
I do too.
Once we
all do.
But then you seen how my face and my actions started to get when we had interlopers in this joint. Like I be ready to go to war. And you know what I mean? Like I be trying to keep the peace because I love my brothers and I don't want to take our show on a sideways twist. But for the love of God, man, I promise, man.
Listen, man, I want to shout out everybody who's in the village, specifically the last 2 days, because I was trading the last 2 days and I was like spazzing out, like right in the joint. But me and Spy was in there rumbling, core. We was rumbling. You know what I mean? But yesterday I clapped Spy for like, I think close to 8 piece. Hit him again today for like, a little overdue. So yeah, I mean,
nice.
It's all in the feelings, but I was putting my thought process out there because I saw what was happening. I'm like, but I believed in my analysis and it played out the way it should have. By the way, Monday I clapped him for like damn near a trade too. So we was cooking this week in the village though.
Now wait a minute, didn't you get clapped one day too?
I got clapped one day, and then but actually that same day I got clapped, I actually made the bread back because they clapped me.
All right, but so how much did you get clapped for? Because we want to tell it good, we got to tell it bad.
No, I'm gonna tell it absolutely.
I know you are. I
got clapped for like $1.50, but then I came back and did the 7 piece. I got clapped yesterday in the beginning of it. I was like, whoa! But I actually put in there. I'm switching sides.
No, I'm changing teams.
No, because again, I was watching the price action. I was watching the volume come in. I'm looking at the volume. I'm like, the market makers are wild, bro, because they only gonna let it fall so far and they only gonna let it jump so far. And it's just interesting, man. Since Orange Jude has been in office, it's been a little weird. Let's just put it that way. Things have been a little weird.
A little. You got whole nuclear bombs going missing out here.
All right, Steve is right. Right? You got pause on all that, like getting clapped. But anyway, with that being said,
so getting clapped means something totally different.
Yeah.
In our era, now.
No, but to his point.
That's why I said, Paul. He's right. I got
yeah. If you gonna stand on it.
Yes, he's right. That's why I said that. I absolutely said that. But anyway, so me and Spot was rumbling all week. Is for those in the villages, go to the. As a matter of fact, the chat that it's in is all members. So whether you a free member, you know what I'm saying, dollar tier, wherever you at, you can see me and Spy rumbling all in the Black Wealth Rebels joint. So me and Spy was rumbling this week. So I just want to shout to everybody. And they shout to Dina. Dina got a couple trades this week. You know what I'm saying? Carlos was in there trading.
I'm about to move in the futures, bro, because during the day, I can't trade. Like, if I'm going to be good at my job, I can't trade.
OCO orders, beloved. OCO orders. Do your analysis.
I always do my OCO orders, but I can't rumble Spy. Spy is too volatile.
Oh, no. Listen, Spy under Orange Man is absolutely bonkers, dog.
Listen, the volatility is too crazy for me not to watch it. And
speaking of that, did y'all see the current president and vice president and Zelensky have a conversation today?
Yes, it was absolutely terrible.
Dog, they was sunning him like a brother from Queens, man. Like they was just sunning him.
No, but he stood his ground. He was outnumbered, but he stood his ground.
Yo, why was they talking that? Why is the president like?
Yeah, they didn't even respect his position.
It's interesting, right?
But hold on real quick.
Go ahead.
I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine earlier today. He was like, Kamara, you need to wear a suit in your headshots. I was like, that will be against brand. I don't wear suits. Everybody knows that. I talk about it. And he's got a suit on. We're doing a Zoom call. I'm helping him. He's a real estate investor who doesn't do books. I'll just put it like that.
Listen,
so we're going through the books.
I worked for Keller Williams years ago, right? And one of their biggest agents, and dude does millions and millions of dollars, literally year in and year out, right? A brother, by the way, he's a brother. and me and him were having a conversation, and he was telling me how he works in like Texas, and he was telling me how when he first started his career, he wasn't making any chicken. And I said, well, what changed? He said, I started being myself. He said, when I first started, I was walking around with suits and briefcases. He said, that's not what I was. He said, I put on some jeans and a cowboy hat because that's who I was. He was like, my business. He said, my business took off. That was his whole game. Like, I think he's about to give me some super duper advice. He was like, no,
that is super duper. That is super duper advice, though, right?
I mean, but it's simple though. That's what I'm saying. Like, but it works.
Listen, what's the poem? We wear the mask. A lot of black folks wear the mask. We need to take the mask off and learn to be ourselves. But anyway, I sent that video, Zelensky, to my friend because they was asking him questions like, why didn't you wear a suit? The American people think you should wear a suit. He's the freaking president of Ukraine. Like, why does it matter what the American people think?
Yeah, why do I care about what the American people want?
No, but I was laughing at Orange Dude is funny though. Y'all listen, y'all can hate him all y'all. He's hilarious. He is hilarious. I mean, it's sad because it's. I'm gonna tell you why it's sad in a second. But when dude walked up, he was like, "Oh, nice to see you dressed up for the day." Like it's just mad shade, like for no reason though. But I'm gonna tell you why. Right. So I'm currently watching this documentary series. I'm on the last episode. It's like 20 minutes left. So I'm almost done the whole thing.
What's the name of the documentary?
So it's a documentary on Winston Churchill. It's on Netflix, right? Okay. So I love history docs. I'm just watching it, and it's about World War II. But Winston Churchill, he's a colonizer, as is Roosevelt. You know what I'm saying? As is Eisenhower. They all are problematic if you study history. But what's interesting to me is even though they're all problematic, they still had a sense of decorum, right? And it's just interesting watching that and then cutting on real life TV and seeing how that same office is being treated. And again, this isn't political because I don't care who you vote for, who you love, or whatever. It's just interesting seeing the decorum where this dude's like, yo, F it. He be sharing memes like clapping at folks. Like this is where we are in 2025. It's just interesting.
But you elected a president who was on a game show. Like you elected a president who wrestled in the WWE.
Man, listen, man. He was
elected a president.
You elected. Hold up. You elected a president who committed treason and tried to kill the Congress.
But listen, though.
Hold on. You elected a president who does not read the briefings at all, and that's well documented. So that's what you wanted. That's what they want.
Listen, I'm not even arguing. The people got what they wanted, man. So what I'm saying is, we'd say FAFO. People got what they wanted. That wasn't my point. My point is, it's just interesting to see, like, even if you are problematic, the office has always been held with like a certain sense of decorum. That's all. It's the only point I was making.
No, but now we worrying about being lit about some nukes. So
yeah, you're the only person I hear worried about that, though.
Yeah, well, I ain't worried about it. I'm okay. I walk alone a lot. I don't have a problem with that.
No, it's just interesting because online I spend a lot of time on Twitter, because I'm never calling it the new name. It's Twitter. I spend most of my time on social media on Twitter, and I've been on other sites too. But you're the only person I've heard actually bring that point up about the nukes.
I mean, listen, a lot of this stuff is performative, right? Even watching the dude with Zelensky was performative. He was like, you don't have any backing. You don't have any of this. And then it was like, so let me say this. People don't understand why this war was being fought. People don't understand why the previous administration backed this war. They backed this war because they don't want Russia to have a stronghold and become a stronger force against them. That's all this is about. This is about Russia versus the United States. I'm not going to talk about who's right or who's wrong, but it's about military might also. That's why they're doing this. That's why they did all this. It's not rocket science, in my opinion.
Listen, man.
I ain't saying it's right or wrong, but that's what it is.
Listen, man.
I'm against all wars, but that's me personally. But but I digress, man.
Listen. I don't because people are so unserious. I barely even watch any of this stuff because, like, you ever watch one of them shows where they ask the people the questions about basic stuff?
Colbert does it all the time.
and they can't answer like basic questions that you should have learned when you was in middle school and high school when you had civics class, or they ask, they ask who the vice president is, or they ask who the, you know what I mean? And so when I look at those things, and then all of those people are of voting age, then I know people not serious. They just voting because they going whatever the wave is. They people wave riders. I want to call them something else, but I'm just going to stick to wave riders.
Listen, everybody's on the red Kool-Aid, Jim Jones red Kool-Aid. So I mean,
so but the thing about it is, our people get caught up in that, and that's what pisses me off a little bit, right? Because if you look at the history, right, just look at the history of this country. Every time people get a chance to show you who they are, they do. They just show every single opportunity that people get a chance to show you who they are, they do. And I'm not going to mention what people. I'm just going to say people. And
I'll say the colonizers show you who they are.
Listen, man.
I think it's deeper than that, man.
It is deeper than that. But it's not just them. But what I'm saying is that we need to, like, getting back to the boycotting thing. This is why it doesn't make sense, right? It's because we don't control any of the means of production. So if we don't have those things, we just gonna fall further and further and further behind, right? So unless we create our own things, that our own systems, our own ways where we can have the things that we're boycotting, then the boycotts will never make sense. Because at the point where you can't access, somebody who has 40% of the internet on lock, like, you just putting yourself behind an 8-ball. The internet is where everything is happening at.
I never forget watching a clip by Henry Clark, and he says, if we're going to wear shoes, I want to produce shoes. If we're going to wear socks, I want to produce socks. And he went on and on and on. But it's just like commonsensical things, right? Why are you not making the means of production for the stuff that you use? But I don't know.
Because again, this goes to policy. You allow institutions to get too big, right? Because let's say you have a shoe company. Where are you getting your raw materials from?
Well, right? In this case, no, but going back to Dr. Clark, he was talking specifically about African countries who have all these resources. And yes, we know they have other, economic confessions of economic hitman problems.
Half of Africa is owned by other folks at this point.
Yes, they
got. Not my home country, but
Well, listen, your home country is getting like 18, 19, 20 presidential assassinations. So,
hey man, shout out to Captain Ibrahim, man, holding it down for my folks in Burkina Faso. That's how.
Where's your flag at, man? Where's your flag?
I got the flag in my other office, man. But I do got a flag over here too that's not hung up. But I got the flag hanging in my other office.
I need you to hang that thing up, man.
I'm gonna put it in this room too. I got one in this room too. But I digress, man. Bottom line is, boycotts don't work. Y'all, we don't believe you need more people. Also, most of y'all probably didn't boycott anyway. But
All right. So let me ask this question, and because I just seen the comment. It's just said, I understand Black solidarity, but for true change, we need to have solidarity as Americans or as humans who care about the world. All right.
Where is that at?
Well, Corey, skip. We got a gazillion comments to get to.
I know, but this comment stood out for me, so I want to talk about that really quickly. All right. So I'm going to ask a question, then I'm going to answer the question. I'm going to answer my own question. What percentage of the world is identified as European or white? Of the world. You know what that percentage is? 7%. And so you let people who are 7% of the world call you a minority. So the thing about that is that we don't need solidarity with them. They're 7% of the world, and the only way they get to keep control of anything is because the rest of the world lets.
We are the global majority. That is a fact.
7, not 70. 7.
I want to see this. I want to see this quote though.
Anything. That's the
Wanna see
point I'm
what?
making. You don't need them for anything.
What you want to see, Kamar?
I want to see the comment. I'm really interested to see the comment.
It's
Oh, there you go.
Oh, dreaming of a better day. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Welcome back. Welcome back, by the way.
All right, so I understand black solidarity, but for true change, we need to have solidarity as Americans or as humans who care about the world. So here's the problem with that.
I just told you the problem with that.
No, but I want to go a little bit deeper. I want to go a little bit deeper. Black people are always accepting of everybody, right? We don't have a problem with that. It's never us having the problem with that. It's always the colonizers, the abusers who have a problem with that. Listen, black people want to be American. I'm not one of them, but black people want to be American. But then you have things like Plessy versus Ferguson. You have redlining. You have black codes, right? Every chance they get to take back whatever they think we got or we're not worthy of, they take it. I mean, Corey talks about all the attacks on black, I call them black economic centers, because technically only Tulsa was Black Wall Street, named by Booker T. Washington. But there were plenty of, to Tory's point, there was plenty of black economic centers across this country. He said 200. I'll go with that number. Every last one of them have been attacked. So much so.
Every single one.
So much so, they dropped a bomb. If we're going to talk about Tulsa, Black Wall Street.
They dropped a bomb in the city.
Well, I was getting to that, Corey. But they dropped a bomb on that. They dropped a bomb on it. And yeah, I know people want to say, well, they built it back. But how do you deal with all the trauma of having a goddamn bomb dropped on you? And by the way,
the second bomb worked worse, which wasn't even a physical bomb. It was a mental bomb.
Right. By the way, all this happened at a courthouse. All this happened at a courthouse of this thing of so-called justice. So again, if you want to talk about black solidarity and needing change for solidarity amongst Americans, I need you to go talk to all those people who are so-called Christians because they're not following Black Jesus. They following the made-up Jesus. And talk to them about being real Christians, or at least following the tenets of Black Jesus, who talks about love, right, and Christianity, because they're not doing that. They're not doing that at all. So it's not us. Listen, we're not doing what we're supposed to do. Me, Jimmy, and Corey are doing what we're supposed to do.
I got a different, not a different opinion. I don't disagree with anything either one of y'all said. I think part of the issue is that, like, a lot of times we forget that we're animals, right? And one thing I learned from Corey is that, like, people go on people, right? So when you talk about solidarity as Americans or humans, I think that's a whole other issue. We do need solidarity as folks. I talk about this all the time. Black love is my rallying cry. But as humans, right, I think about this daily when I see just how people operate out in the streets or whatever. Like, we don't even respect each other. We don't respect each other as humans. Anybody. Like, it's the world we live in is crazy. But to Corey's point, people are always going to people, and we are animals. And where we are right now, everybody is out for self. Everybody is selfish. It's a sad state of affairs. I forgot who it was. I was just watching it, but it was somebody who was a comedian. They were talking about only thing that's going to fix us at this point is if we get attacked by another planet. Because what happens is we get attacked by another planet. That's when everybody comes together like, yo,
right.
We got to figure something out. These Martians over here knocking us off.
But Jim, to your point, right? I say it a different way, but you're right. We are animals, and most animals work in packs. I say gangs, right? Our pack.
I'm not in the gang. That's Kamari. I don't want to get
that's fine. But our group is not strong enough to overtake the other groups and have any kind of parity. Well, let me back up, because Corey made a great point that a lot of people miss. Our gang actually is strong enough to overtake it. Mentally, though, we're like elephants tied to a stake. We won't break free from that. But that's all I got on that, y'all.
Yeah, but for me, I think another, and this is just, again, this is the opinion of Jimmy, not Kamari, Corey, or the Black Hawk. I think we spend way too much time thinking about the folks.
I would agree with that.
But way too much time thinking about.
But
like the way I move, the way I operate, I don't even think about it. Like, what are we doing? I don't even want to think about it. Like, what's the point? It's wasted energy.
But it's hard to do that when you got people encroaching and terrorizing you. So that thing is real. You have to listen. The brain works on two things: flight or fright. Excuse me, fight or flight. So they're always fearful that this thing is going to come about. I mean, we saw the guys in Lincoln Heights, Ohio. I mean, I think they're cowards, but that's a whole other thing. You know, they showed up, and then the community responded. But that is real. That is real.
Again, even this is too much.
Them people in Ohio brought them blickies with them. Like, if y'all come on through here, y'all come through in peace, or y'all gonna leave in pieces. And that's exactly how y'all supposed to.
No, listen, it was a cute show for the internet. But what I'm saying is, then what? What comes from that? What
I got in trouble for saying that, Joe.
I listen. People have to agree with me, man. But I feel like I'm all about building, man. What are we building, man? Either you build it or you destroy it.
What are we protecting?
Because
you can talk about building, but we just talked about that. Whatever you build, if you can't protect it, it don't belong to you.
But I think that's part of building. Part of building is creating protection, right? If I'm building something, I'm creating protection as I'm building.
Okay, as long as we talk
about
that.
But what I'm saying is, certain shit is just done for show. Certain shit really ain't about nothing. It's about, okay, I'm gonna show this on the internet, then the next day, what now what?
But let me say this real quick, because so y'all know the Centralites like to pick on me. But
here we go.
I used to play Oregon Trail. I learned a lot from that. I love playing civilization building things. What do you have to do? You got to secure your spot. You got to protect your spot. Then you can build on your spot. But you must always secure your spot. I mean, and so to Corey's point, we never talk about defense. We talk about getting jewelry and wealth and rooms and clothes from foreign places who don't support us. We never talk about protecting any of it.
The greatest building game is called Herzog Z-Way, by the way.
I never heard of that before. Send it to me, please. I'll check it out.
Absolutely fire.
What's it called again?
It's a Herzog. The last word is Z-Way. Z-W-E-I. It used to be for Sega, but I digress, though. Anybody ever heard of that game? It's way old, but it was the most brilliant strategy game I've ever seen. Anybody familiar with that game, let me know in the chat, by the way. Yo, we gotta go all the way back to like a couple hours ago to get these comments because Kamari been blatherskite.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's get to the comments and then get to the giveaway.
Wait a minute. Y'all just gonna skim over that disrespect.
No disrespect.
Really? That was definitely disrespect. No, that was not respect.
Respectfully.
That was not. However, I did pull this up. Okay, so this is what Jimmy is talking about.
Okay,
not true about Otis was the cornerstone to me. So I'm talking about how I have mad respect from Otis, the leader of the Temptations, because he was never the fly guy, never the guy that everybody talked about. Right, the most important member, the man is in the background who didn't care about fame. Just the time.
I want to add some context to that for people that missed the earlier beginning.
Can I finish? Can you show some respect, sir? Can I?
I'm sorry. You're the most important.
By the way, I have your comment up. I'm going to bring that up too. All right, but I wanted to show this one first because Jimmy likes to take things out of context a lot.
No, I don't.
But it's not about fame. So Otis didn't care about fame. That's why nobody's caring about you, Otis. Has become a cultural iconic moment now. Am I wrong?
Actually, you are wrong because nobody's coming to see you, Otis.
All right, that's fine. And Jimmy likes to do semantical races. But
I mean, if we're going to quote things, you got to quote it, right? You can't quote something and give it.
Semantical isn't a word.
I see how they jumping on me, y'all? See how they ganging up on me? See?
Now, listen, man. Hold up.
No. Let me go. Well, this is what Jimmy pulled up, right?
Oh God, yo.
This is what I said. He highlights. I had a
whole. Yes, I did highlight.
I had a whole context. He left it out, and he says the most important member, and so that's what he dwells on. This is why I say Jimmy is a liar. Ain't no truth in him. But you know,
no.
I put both.
Did you or did you not write this?
I put no.
Did you or did you not write this?
No, put it in context. You're lying now.
No, did you write this? Your face is next to it. Did you write this? Did you buy the bottle of beer?
You're lying. And no,
did you or did you not buy the bottle of beer?
I'm not old dog. I'm not old dog.
You wrote this. You said you are the most important member.
That's not what I said. Everybody saw it. All right. For everybody,
highlighted. You did say it. You literally wrote that.
I didn't say I am the most important member. I said Otis was the important member. But anyway,
for everybody, don't try to bring it down.
No. I have a question.
Okay.
I have a question. For everybody, y'all read it. Y'all can read. Y'all letter it. Y'all can comprehend. You tell me, because Jimmy's trying to get his shit off. That's what he's trying to do.
No, I want to give the context. I will wear the Otis title proudly. The most important member, I'll wear that proudly, is what you literally say right here.
Because Malik Carter called me Otis. I didn't call myself Otis. Malik Carter called me Otis.
Malik wasn't a part of this conversation right here, though.
But
this is me and you talking.
No. You can't leave Malik out. And I brought him up earlier because that's where it started. He said, "Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis." Is that correct?
And by the way, Malik sent me a message today too.
What did he say?
No, he talk about. No, we'll talk later. But they weren't talking about you, dog. Yeah. But no, what I said is this though: you did call yourself the most important member. But I mean,
did not.
If you feel that way, brother, listen,
no.
It's okay.
No. Give it to the audience. Is that
Ronnie the Vote probably also thinks he's the most important member, but we all know what the truth is.
Is that what somebody said?
What?
Okay, I'm asking the audience. Everybody that's in the audience, what do y'all think I said? What do y'all think I meant? Y'all got the context now, even though Jimmy's trying to paint it way out of context. But go ahead.
I'm not painting it way out of context. By the way, our sisters agree with me. Courtney and Tracy both agree with me.
They did not agree with you. They didn't say anything.
Yes, they did. They agree with me.
They did not.
Okay.
They didn't say anything.
Okay. Anyway, man, let's get back to the comments, man. We got a bunch of comments to get to. Because Kamari was black and Skype, man. We got to go all the way back to Cookie. Cookie was good.
That's where we going.
He says, kind of like, man, Kahan. What's good, Kahan? Shout out to Kahan. I saw you registered for the event on March 8th.
Shout out to Kahan.
Economic Blackout.
To register for the event, make sure you go to phillycashmob.com. phillycashmob.com.
Yes. Chosen. I can't hear nothing. I'm currently out spending my money listening to some dope brothers playing live music. Just wanted to say what up. What up, Shelby?
What up?
Appreciate you checking in. You know what I mean? This is a family show. You can't tell Kamari that. What up, though?
Man,
hey, yo, man.
I'm tired of this abuse show.
Detroit's in the building, man. Yo, by the way, man, your man Demetrius Flannery is looking crazy out here, Jamil. Let's gotta say that. Gotta put that
Junior or senior?
Both of them, man. I think this is the worst. This is the worst. How can I put this, man? This is the worst come home I've ever seen out of anybody, dog.
I didn't see anything else that happened, but I
believe the whole lore, his brand is now trash. But I digress, though, man. I didn't know they were still boycotting. I still see Amazon trucks and cars showing up box store parking lots. These are facts.
I think everybody missed that memo.
Yeah, Jarrell, what's good?
What up?
Carlos is in the building. Look at Carlos right. Look at Carlos trading right there in this picture, man. Getting to it.
What up, Carlos?
I want to put this up there for a second. We go back to that.
Steve don't even know how egregious that is, because
listen.
It's cool. It's cool. Jimmy loves Bobby Brown. That gives you a lot of context.
No, Bobby Brown, because Bobby Brown is a legend. You're not gonna disrespect Bobby's music, man.
Okay, all right.
Jimmy told me that Roni. You told me Roni wasn't even a good song, dog. So anything you say about Bobby is irrelevant.
Okay, I'll take that. Go ahead, keep going.
All right, so Jarrell says, will the blackout work better than owning a majority of the company and controlling it instead? No, but that's also difficult to do as well because the system.
Right, you can't do either one, actually.
Yeah, Farida. What's good, Farida?
What up, Farida?
And TJ Focus said, no, I love Amazon, so I'm sorry. Hey, listen, I get it. Dream of a Better Day. Welcome back, Dream of a Better Day. Appreciate that.
Wait a minute, can you tell me something, Jimmy? You're the sports guy. What happened to the NFL boycott?
Wasn't
that a blackout too?
Specifically in our city, what happened was during that season, the Eagles went to the bowl. So in Philadelphia, that was out the window right away. I'm trying to get my AWS Cloud Practitioner certificate, so I respect that. I respect that. TJ says I have Amazon shares and an Amazon card, so there's no way I'm doing that. Steve says, well, part of the reason they are so big because there is no antitrust enforcement.
Correct.
Also, we let them keep too much wealth, which is used to control politics. # Citizens Unite. Steve, I think this is the bigger problem right here. That's the bigger problem. There's a book. I haven't read it. It's on my list. I think it's called something like Break Them Up or whatever. But it goes into that the whole idea of why boycotts and things don't work because people are allowed to create entities that are just so powerful and so big.
I mean,
Howard
but
G
it
says,
wasn't just Glass-Steagall either. It was also, I mean, it wasn't just Citizens United. That's a big part of it. Glass-Steagall was also a big part of the thing too.
Howie G says, two things that's speeding up human job loss with automation replacement, unions and boycotts. Ooh, we said unions are speeding up human job loss. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy because I think historically speaking, unions serve the purpose.
They did.
Some will say that they've gotten out of control,
I mean, the unions, I mean, people don't realize how much we benefit from the unions.
Absolutely.
The 40-hour work week is because of humans. The eradication of child labor laws is because of humans. I mean, because of unions. I will say this, though, being objective, trying to be at least. They don't always get it right either. So, you got to take that with a grain of salt.
So Jamil says, does anyone know someone who has personally been affected by the establishment who rolled back their DEI initiatives? If so, why have they been so silent? I do, actually.
Yeah, I do as well.
I know a couple of jobs, but also I know a couple of businesses that lost, their government contracts.
Yep.
So anyway, in the 60s, our people left their houses to make their dissatisfaction seen and heard. Right now, cats are merely resting on their couch behind a cell phone. Lazy boycott. I had a friend of mine who's from India, and he was like, "Y'all protesters suck." He was like, "When we protest in my country, he was like, we blow stuff up, we block our streets, we knock down bridges." He was like, "Our voices are heard." I was like, "Look, I get that." I was like, "But y'all also,
when we did this, we got action. When the young boys went out and burnt every major city burned it down, that's when they was kneeling with kente cloths on."
I told him, I was like, another thing that your country don't have, though, they don't have the problem with firearms like we have. We start taking to the streets like that, it's going to be all sorts of wars going on outside. But anyway, it's good to do something, but it's scary to boycott people out of jobs. I think about that too because some of these institutions, they provide jobs for a lot of our folks.
Facts.
And Steve, you're right. They count folks' bill money as buying power. They do. I think the next 4 years and onwards, the BC needs to get off of social media to organize and focus on self, your household.
I just said that. I don't know, last episode.
So many things can be worked by starting at home. If you want to make yourself, take a look at yourself and then make the change. You want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make the change.
All right, Mike Jack.
Jamil says, what up with this except through Jim Schwartz and the People's Union USA, usurping the movement and shifting the focus from DEI into an integrated economic blackout? I don't know.
I mean, Jim Schwartz is the guy who kind of coined a lot of this stuff, so
I get it. But he's saying the rebranding, though. I mean,
yeah, no, I know, but it's only for one day, 24 hours.
24 hours. It's only for 1 night. Jarrell says, Corey. Oh, we talked about that already. Steve said, what's crazy is most of these black business districts were rebuilt. The creation of highways ultimately destroyed them. Public policy matters. Steve?
All the time.
Public policy absolutely matters. Another thing that destroyed them was the idea of integration and, the mental game that was played. But right.
But eminent domain is a motherfucker.
Yes. All right. Lastly,
which is how redlining had such an effect because of eminent domain.
Lastly, what's the point of Blackout Friday if all you're going to end up doing is maxing out your credit cards and spend more money going into perpetual debt on Black Friday and Cyber Monday in November?
It just creates an artificial pent-up demand. I mean, that's why people need to study economics.
GC says there is also this misconception that just spending with black businesses is going to solve most of our issues. I agree with that too. When you look at Anglos, they spend with primary Anglo-owned operated businesses, still have so many of them struggling. It's also true. My black has good intentions, and I do when I can. However, it's an oversimplification of a bigger issue. Also agree. To Corey's point, the last Black Wall Street was the Nation of Islam's economic program that spanned across the country that was destroyed in 1975. Do for self or suffer the consequences.
Factuals.
Shopping is an addiction in American culture. Yeah.
The numbers show that. The numbers show
that.
That's in the data.
The powers want us to individualize these issues. They are public policy failures. That's also true.
Yep. Man, y'all cooking tonight. Y'all cooking.
Yeah, y'all in your bag. Brittany says, where were you able to get Build Brother Build? I'm not seeing it. Brittany, you may have to go to eBay or find it at a smaller bookstore. It's not one of those things that's still being published. We got to talk to the folks about that, man. I'm pretty sure that they got to start republishing this, man, so I can sell them out the trunk. Even if you spend with black businesses, if they aren't doing certain things with the capital they receive, then what? It's way deeper than just spending. That's what I said earlier. GC's on point, cooking. Dreaming of a better day says you all are too educated. Listen, we pride ourselves on being informed citizens. I think that's a privilege. I think that's a privilege our certain class of black folks can engage in. Regular folks need availability and affordability. Hate is tricky because the knowledge of hate is a huge factor related to fake reality. Cool. Fee says that finally caught us live. Salute.
Welcome.
Yeah, man. Just like love, many deny love for fear of rejection. Ooh, denying love for fear of rejection. Ukraine is a prime example of why you never agree to give up your nukes. Mache says, sorry, y'all. It took too long. I just jumped into Black Wolf Rebels just now. Mache, welcome to the village, beloved.
Welcome.
No, keep the chats coming. Keep the chats coming. I voted for Jill Stein. I'm worried about nukes too. So you're not the only one, Kamari. How the boy get kicked? Fee. How the boy get kicked out of the White House but was still allowed to jump on Fox News right after? Yeah, I mean, Sly Fox. Team Nate is fully in the building. What's up, man?
All the Nate disciples are here.
At some point, Europe not just going to sit back and just watch. I mean, Europe is huge. We're part of Europe. We talking.
And Europe is not huge. Europe is little as hell.
Well, in comparison to what though? In comparison to Africa, possibly. But
in comparison to the United States, to the comparison of like Europe is the littlest major nation.
Yes, geographically, but economically.
Yeah.
Economically, no, it ain't. Germany got that chicken, doggy.
Well, that's what. Okay, go ahead.
No, they do. Germany got the biggest GDP in Europe.
That's what I just was saying, but it's okay.
I'm saying they got that bread.
You're more important.
Italy got that bread. Oh, here we go. Y'all hear that? All right. So your government is more of a threat than any other foreign power.
I do not disagree with that at all.
Mache says, for me, the big takeaway from Check Your Financial Privilege is that Iraq war was about keeping oil prices in USD. That's wild. Oh, you read the book, Mache. That's what's up. Alex Gladstein, Check Your Financial Privilege. That's another book. We bought that book, right? Yeah, people loyalty applies to a fault. So Anthony says, just 24 hours, huh? Only to wait for the first when a lot of people get paid to start back spending again. It should be longer or more of the money goes towards black-owned businesses if possible. I see folks caping for Z-Man today, but are we just going to sweep under the rug that some of the aid and arms that the U.S. sent over there has ended up in Africa?
But how are we caping for Z-Man? Never mind.
So Don, right to the point. We're fighting a war in 2025 with 1865 weapons.
Got that musket and that rifle.
Oh my Lord! Y'all never seen Glory. My fault. All right. So Steve says the problem is you can segregate people, but you can't segregate the economy. The smaller black economy will always be dependent on the economy at large.
That's true.
That's the other thing in Check Your Financial Privilege. Some of these countries are only allowed to pull raw material out of the ground, send it to France, and then have it sold back to them in finished form. Yeah, that was actually one of the more craziest things when he broke that down.
Listen,
where
I saw that there was a documentary about that, about all the African countries in Haiti that France is basically a pauper country, but that the French nations in Africa and Haiti are actually
still pimping
75% of their it's a crazy number.
They still pimping.
That number represents from colonization. Like the number percentage in their economy is way over 50%. It's like something stupid. And so that'll tell you all you need to know, that their economy is based on pimping African based countries. Their whole economy, basically.
Not Burkina Faso. We kicked them out. And it says 7%. They sound like they are the minority. Amy
That's
Brown
what I
says
was.
facts.
Amy
What
Brown.
that's
What up, Amy?
What up, Amy? How are you? We try to have solidarity, but some other folks care more about animals than black folks. Edvard says, I was watching a podcast and a right winger said, it's so long ago. He fixes the face to say 300 years. The US is even 300 years old. I thought that funny too. Like, you're like, yo, get over it. Just move on. Like, imagine someone just, smacking you around and say, no, I ain't smacking you no more. So just don't talk about it,
Right. Facts.
There's a difference. Yeah, there's a difference between being equal and equitable, or having equity rather. So anyway, let me see. Let's see. Rich is in the building. What up, Rich? I grew up being the weakest in the pack by design by my father. All he did was make me strong and independent. I've always loved that game.
Love to you. Love to you for making it stronger.
I've always loved the game. Civilization by Sid Meier's. Right, so that's another one of those games. LaJoy is in the building. What's good?
What up? What up? What up?
What's going on?
So Jimmy on my better day says she's confused, right? Is being called Otis a compliment or is it an insult?
At the time, it was an insult. At the time, it was an insult.
Let me answer the question. So culturally speaking,
no. How you going? I was the one that was aggrieved. How you
you're not giving context. When people say you're Otis,
I gave more context than you did, Jimmy. Stop lying, sir. Tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But I get it. You can't handle the truth.
Oh,
go
man.
ahead.
Can I speak now?
All over the place.
Can I speak now? Culturally speaking, when someone calls you Otis, it's really an insult. What Kamari tried to do was rebrand it, call himself the most important member, and saying that he's Otis because he keeps everything together. But
damn, you can't tell the truth for nothing.
But culturally speaking, if someone says you're Otis, it's kind of So Edvard says, I played Oregon Trail in elementary school. I kept dying of disease.
Kept dying of dysentery.
At the bottle of beer. Yeah. He got caught up in his lies.
Not at all. I told the whole story.
Hey,
I told the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Hey, by the way, Steve, pause. All right, so
there ain't no beef. Jimmy a bully. That's all it is. Y'all see me, I just be chilling.
Come on, man. Kamari's the bully, not me. But if he wasn't there for the people, but for the music, it don't matter, I think. 80s music is good. Parlays is what happened. Yeah, parlays, get everybody, you know what I'm saying? Haven't watched the NFL since, Don said. He was a snitch, and 50 is making a documentary about it. Listen, his come home has been terrible. There's a whole lot of struggle streamers who owe 50 cents in Taj for paying their rent tomorrow. Way too many 3 to 5 hour online paperwork parties the past 3 to 4 weeks. Jimmy, I feel like you're talking about one specific streamer. Shall we begin? What's the brother's name? I ain't gonna say his name, but he be talking about people getting their snot box rocked. I think that's who you're talking about. I'll just leave it at that.
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Jamil, let me know if I'm right. If I'm right, I'm just giving hints. If you know, you know. Jamil, let me know if I'm right. People are going to go missing if they try to break the companies up. Yeah, this is true. Corporate warfare is a little different. Less than 10% of the country is unionized now. We don't need everyone unionized, but at least 30% of the country needs to be unionized. There's leverage for everyone. Good point. So, Neve said my phone died. What I meant, what you missed was Kamari being slanderous, lying about his comments, bringing up the fact that he thinks he's the most important member. All those kind of things. But we still here though. The CIA loves a violent protest. Hey, Nicole, the B lady's in the building. The B lady.
What up, honey hustler?
We doing a Thai Tribbett boycott. Only
Thai Tribbett, man. Try Tribbett.
I know I'm laughing only for one night. I'm sorry. I'm going full Mr. Fuller. Rest easy. VGQ victims guaranteed qualification. Whoa. As long as it's constructive. Okay. Kamari and the fake beefs. Listen, man. What's up, Thurman?
What up, Thurman?
You.
Hey, Michelle, I'm glad you enjoyed the book. And you guys talking about it in your book. If you aren't spending what you're doing constructive with your time to solve this problem. Hey, listen, man. Anytime someone quotes this book right here, by the way, which can only be compared to the Bible and the Quran according to the streets, which is called Only the Time and Space. I have no choice but to, shout out Double A.
Matter of fact, I gotta get my copy. I gotta get my copy that I got in my luggage, man. Because we got
anyway. I got to order some more anyway, man. I got to pull up on March 8th for some books, man. But anyway, I appreciate the comment. I appreciate you supporting the book and reading the book. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. In my opinion, whenever they told black folks no and locked us out when we left our own devices, we shine. If I'm incorrect, please correct me. No, you're not. We are survivors.
You're not incorrect at all.
Did you see the president with Z? This was the first time I've even seen someone apply JP Morgan tactics. And I mean, not just the company, but also the man. JP Morgan, boy, that's an interesting person to study. That's an interesting person to study. That's what the hood says. Hey, listen, man. That's what listen. That's the feedback we get. That's the feedback we get. The Joya says she got some copies left. Now, especially Dogface and the other cats out of Detroit, along with Sean G and Jordan. Okay. Yo, Jordan Tower been pimping 50 content for a while. Kamari, what happened?
Jimmy bullying me. That's what happened. But go ahead.
I listen. Double A, he got me in my neck. Listen, I watch this. I find him to be completely entertaining. That was Jamil be cooking him, but I find the boy to be.
I thought that's what you're talking about. Who y'all were talking about, but okay.
I thought that is. This is why I'm glad.
Listen, you don't need to know who it is. It's not important.
Listen, it's just further proof that I spend way too much time on YouTube. But I do find the boy entertaining. I'll be dying laughing, man.
I mean, anyway, didn't he fake his own getting shot?
Episode? No, that wasn't fake. That wasn't fake. Somebody try to set him to meet the ancestors, man. That wasn't fake. Anyway,
I don't know.
Dr. Sev talks money. Happy Friday, man.
What up, Doc?
Listen, y'all. March 8th, pull up, man. Pull up. Don't mind Kamari in the middle trying to act like he the lead singer. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Kamari's the bass. You know what I'm saying? So but he wanna. It is what it is, man. Come check us out, man, because River Falls Boutique is an absolute fire place. I've been going there almost every weekend these days. But pull up and catch us there. Saturday, March 8th, 2025. Go to phillycashmob.com to make sure to register because we want to make sure we give an accurate head count of how many folks we got coming because, they got to make that food. They got to make, literal chicken. And it's no cost. By the way, this stuff is free. All we ask is that you support the business. Support the business.
That's all we ask.
No, man. I'm about to say it's a secret society, man.
All we ask is trust.
No, listen, we're gonna have fun though. We're gonna have fun. A lot of networking opportunities. We're gonna talk about some black wealth. We're gonna have fun, y'all. That's what we do. It's an event. It's an actual event. By the way, we also got some special announcements coming there too. We got some real great stuff happening in the community of Philadelphia. And those announcements will be on March 8th.
We working.
Yes, we are working. We got a lot going on. Y'all looking like an R&B group. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Kamari wanted to put himself centered. I get it though.
Why you keep telling that lie? Can you explain that?
I get it.
The designer did this.
I get it.
I will admit I have the better graphic because y'all's is cut off. But why you keep telling that lie?
First off, we have a number of graphics, beloved. You know what I'm saying? Like,
where they at? And I've been by the way, I've been trying to get these fellas to do new headshots. They won't see. They be leaving out all the little new ones.
Slow down.
What? Oh, by the way, I already told y'all.
See, KD, so we look like we were school dance chaperones in that pic, man.
Y'all are too much.
like we got to walk Kamari to the bus.
Listen, I told y'all that you bullying me, man.
Yo, that's crazy. Like,
oh, God.
Kamari, make sure you go straight home. K-Diggy said it, not me.
Oh, man, that's hilarious. Hey, listen, man. But make sure y'all pull up on March 8th, yo. Just pull up on March 8th, man. As a matter of fact, pull up March 8th, man. Let's say we all take one big picture, man. So next time we have an event, we
March 8th and March 9th.
We gotta do it. We gotta
go back out in the streets March 9th.
March 9th, we back in the streets. March 9th, we are.
I need to
Yeah.
put this on my calendar. Damn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen,
We're gonna be
it's-
back out in the street with the Utes.
bro, it's a crazy week, right? So I'm flying out Sunday. My actual jointski is my talk is Tuesday. Fly back Saturday. We got this event. Then Sunday is that joint, and then the 12th I got the barristers joint. You know what I'm saying? Then the 19th I'm at the University of Penn. So I'm all over the place right now.
So Nicole, to answer your question, all right, it's at the Rivers Falls Breakfast Boutique. It's right down the street from Ridge and Midville, right under the underpass. So you can't miss it there.
3269 South Ferry Road.
Yeah, but nobody knows that road though. But it's right under the underpass.
Yeah, but everybody uses GPS though.
Yeah.
I don't know though. Maybe. Okay.
Who don't use GPS in 2025?
I don't.
Kamari still use
Map. He don't use GPS in 2025.
He still print out MapQuest joints and take him to the whip.
I am a human map. That's all I gotta say.
Man, listen, I'm gonna get you tested for crack, man.
It's the 10 crack commandments. What?
I gotta get you tested.
Thought you a crackhead. You still you still use MapQuest though?
Man, Kamari showing his Kensington tendencies, man.
Ooh.
Hold up, real quick.
Hey, listen, if you talk about using MapQuest when you got
I didn't say nothing about MapQuest. See how they double team y'all.
Hold on. First of all, pause there. Second of all, I want to ask everybody a question that's watching this, right? Does anybody in here not use GPS? Like whether it's on their phone, through their car. Does anybody here not use GPS? Is Kamari the only one that doesn't use GPS?
I don't.
So Anthony says Meech was not a snitch. There isn't any paperwork with his name on it, but it's very odd that 50 Cent is going to now Tammy on a documentary this week. She actually did snitch, and she is on paper. All right, so third party cooperation is a thing. I don't know whether he's snitching or not. I don't get into that because all of that's nonsense. Because listen, I got clients that are judges, and one thing that I learned from them is that all these dudes snitch. Not saying him specifically, but I had a judge show me some stuff that I'm like, the toughest dudes in the streets be informants. That's why the street, in the words of what's the brother that said that? The streets is a myth, man. It's all a lie. The CIA won with that. They won. But I digress. Yeah. So does anybody not use GPS, or is Kamari the only one? Because
I don't.
It's 2025, and so the address is.
I don't.
For those asking, the address is 3269 South Ferry Road, 19129. It's in Philadelphia from 4 to 8, March 8th. We will be there. March 9th, though. March 9th. You got to come out March 9th, right? Because if you have any kids that are high school age kids, please hit us up. I will send you the link to get them registered. We have an event, Philadelphia Inspiring Minds. That is March 9th. That is for the youth. We'll be there as well. You know what I'm saying? Talking to the youth. So, and anyway, and Big Patmo says exactly what I said. All snitches don't have paperwork. These are absolute facts. These are facts. And Jamil says he also doesn't use GPS.
Where you live at, bro? Where you live at that you don't need GPS?
Jamil be everywhere, man.
But see, look, so this Kinky Carol's niece says I don't use GPS like that, but we all know I get lost.
Shout out to the people who have.
But listen, though, she being honest, though, she also says she continuously gets lost. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Like, open your phone and use your GPS, yo. Stop playing.
Shout out to the people who have good sense of direction. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Y'all trying to make
Kamari, what you use to get where you got to go, Kamari?
My brain. I got a big head, man. My brain.
He jump in one of his foreigns. He jump in one of his foreigns and figure it out.
Yo, that sounds crazy, yo.
Nicole uses GPS. Most of us grown adults use GPS. Yo. Y'all
man, anybody with good sense uses GPS.
I don't.
That's what technology is for.
People with good sense use GPS.
Whoa, doctor. Anyway, man.
I'm just
man. Yo, just make sure y'all pull up on March 8th. Go register. PhillyCashMob.com. Go register. Also, real quick, I just want to show y'all the boy said he was the most important member, which is highlighted. All right. My fault. I'm just showing y'all what Kamari said. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to be letting y'all in our group chats, but that's what Kamari told me earlier. You know what I'm saying? So,
listen, man, I need you to paint my shit accurate, bro. The whole truth. The whole truths.
That was you responding to me, showing you what you had previously said. That was you trying to cop out of what you said.
Man, cop out of that. Listen, I stand on my shit 10 toes down.
All right, so stand up what you said. I literally highlighted the part.
Put it up right. Put it up right. Put it up right.
I did.
And by the way, Otis was the man. Otis doesn't get enough credit. That's all I got, man. But I mean, y'all cool with slander. So y'all was like, Kamari, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You was cool with it. You was cool with it.
Nah.
They supposed to be my brothers, supposed to be my ace. You see y'all friends to you. Friends to you.
Listen, I don't even have no problem with you thinking you're the most important. I mean, Ronnie DeVoe probably also thinks he's the most important member.
Okay. That's why you're a Bobby Brown fan.
Listen, man, I'll tell you like this. And this is actually
Bobby Brown broke up the group, man.
You know 4 words that you'll never hear used together? Ronnie DeVoe solo album. Anyway.
Here we go about individuality.
Anyway, man.
Yo, that might be the most slanderous thing I've ever heard on this show in my entire time. My entire 5-7 years on this show. That might be the most slanderous thing that I've ever heard.
Is it true though? The question is it true?
Yo, there was no reason for you to cut at Ronnie DeVoe like that.
No, listen, salute to him though. Like salute to that man. Listen, salute to that.
That's right, the slander.
No, salute to that man, but I just said, is it anybody? Y'all answer me in the chat though. Am I telling the truth or am I lying though?
Yo, that was a crazy stray, bro.
Jim, let people know what actually happened on the 9th.
I'm getting ready to send it to you so you can put it on the screen, Kamari. I'm actually getting ready to send it to you.
Why are you putting stuff on the screen, slander my name?
No. Because I'm on a tablet now, so I can't like share my full screen. But
I didn't want y'all to start this. So
but
y'all gonna be putting our whole group chat gonna be on there. Like,
I'm not putting our group chat on there. I'm not putting that because I don't.
That might be dangerous.
I'm in various group chats. I'm in various group chats, and I need to get out of some of them because like some stuff that be in group chats, but I never get published, yo.
Oh God,
yo. And by the way, I want to shout out a couple folks, man. I want to shout out Lorraine because Lorraine keeps me informed with all the craziness that goes on the internet. She be sending me stuff. Also, Neef, Miss Kinky Girl, she be sending me all the funny TikTok stuff. So I appreciate people that send me memes and funny things because it helps me enjoy the internet. Kamari, I just sent you the flyer and the link in the WhatsApp so you can pull it on the Yamin. So the Bitcoin giveaway word, K Diggy says that we create we're gonna do that in a couple minutes, by the way. He said it should be #GPS.
All right, y'all funny.
I say hashtag Otis, hashtag Ronnie DeVoe, but
I say hashtag GPS.
Oh, you got yo.
GPS is
the craziest stray. That was the ugliest stray that I have ever seen, bro. Like,
question though, Core.
Why he catch this stray like that?
No, salute to him. He's a part of two legendary groups.
Listen, man.
I was just saying,
that's why it's so crazy. Like, my man was part of 2 legendary groups, and that 4-word phrase came out your mouth, and that was the most slanderous thing that I've
ever disagreed, though?
He said it so smooth. He said it so smooth, too.
Slander, bro.
Does anybody disagree, though?
Yes, I disagree. Leave Ronnie DeVoe alone.
Listen, man. Listen.
Oh, man.
Leave Ronnie DeVoe alone.
He's low-key a legend. Although that one bar didn't age well.
Backstage, underage.
Adolescent. No, the next word was the craziest part. Adolescent. That was the craziest word.
How you doing? I replied, wow.
I'll slide.
All right, so I said it to you.
Yo, that's nuts.
All right, come on.
Then he goes on to say,
listen, we appreciate that. Listen, don't drink too much, especially if you're driving. Make sure you stay safe out there.
Oh,
man. Because it's wild out there. But appreciate you pulling up again. All right, so March 9th, right? And rest in peace, Christopher Latour Wallace, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure I put a Biggie shout out in my presentation for tonight.
Oh, no wire bars? Just Biggie?
Wire bars. I talk in wire bars. But it's the Inspiring Minds Youth Conference, right? It's at the Brossman Center, which is at 7301 Germantown Avenue. And that's in Philadelphia, PA 19119. It's for the youth, man, ages 14 to 21. If you know anybody, got nieces, nephews, whatever it may be, it's from 11 to 3. This is us back in the community. So the 8th, we got something on the 8th, it's for the adults. For the 9th, we're giving back to the youth. But shout out to everybody at the Inspired Minds, Philadelphia Youth Conference. So this is what it is. You know what I mean? If y'all need help to register the youth, let us know. We will send you the link. Matter of fact, Kamari, can you post that link right in the comments? If you can, beloved.
Listen, I work for Jimmy. Y'all just
you know what? I might be able to do that. Let me see if I can. Let's see.
And by the way, we got some news coming. Not going to give it all, but we are going to start a youth wealth builder academy in April.
Yeah, we supposed to give it that. You giving out, the news that we supposed to drop at the event. You just going. Anyway, go ahead, though, man.
Kamari, Mike dropped this.
Yeah, man. Look at it. You can't hold.
Listen, these are peoples, man. These are peoples.
Yes, they are. Friday is my favorite show though, because Friday be going off the rails. But
always. I'm surprised somebody's name ain't been brought up.
You ain't give it. You ain't give it enough time, bro. You enough time, man. And now that you said it,
here we go with Steve with the slander.
Steve knows what's really going on. But Steve,
Steve does not know. He does not know. Listen, it's always we over me. Always we over me.
If Kamari was selfish and individualistic, we wouldn't hang with Kamari, and this show wouldn't exist. So,
yo, I think that might have been the nicest thing Corey has ever said about me. Thank you, brother.
What are you talking about? Kamari,
I appreciate it.
No, you know what it is, Corey? What it is he only hears the slander.
Yeah, like this.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Kamari, before we get out of here, I'm gonna send you one more thing in the WhatsApp, right? I need you to play on the air. Like I need you to share this last vid, and then we can get to the.
Why do I feel like this is a setup?
It's not a setup. I just feel like this. I feel like after everything, after this beautiful show we had, I feel like this video needs to be played. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it needs to be played. That's all. I mean, like Kamari supposed to announce that anyway. No, let's get back to that.
No, man, nah.
Nicole said she sent you a message. You never responded. What's good with you, man? I can't be disrespecting Nicole like that.
I didn't get a Nicole. My bad. I will go look.
Yo,
we need some honey. Can you? I want to give away some honey. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's bring some honey. Come on the 8th and bring some honey. Like let's let some folks see what you got. Kamari spoiling the surprise. Yes, man. I was supposed to. You know what I mean, but anyway, Kamari
Ruffin is wild.
Otis is my hero.
Also,
I'm gonna get a shirt that says Otis is my hero. That's all I got.
Do your thing.
Do your thing, beloved. All right, I just sent you the video. Play that video. Once you play that video, we can get to the giveaway.
Yes, sir. I gotta watch it first.
Here we go.
I gotta watch it first. Let me see.
The short video. The video is only 3 seconds, man.
I gotta get it. Hold on, relax.
Anyway, man. With that being said, man. With that being said, we are getting ready to do our Bitcoin giveaway. I want to tell y'all something else too. Pula, I said it to you on WhatsApp. Sunday, I don't know what they're teaching about because I'm going to be on the flight. You know what I'm saying? Getting a manicure. You know what I'm saying? Drinking some Fiji water. Dr. Chas is in the building. What's up, Dr. Chas? How are you?
I know this is a setup.
This is not a setup. I would never set you up, beloved.
You inspire me.
Yeah, I never set you up.
It's a setup for sure, but
not a setup.
We're gonna rock with it.
I just feel like this video should be added to a matter of fact, you should put it on the soundboard because it's that important of a video. This was a great moment. This is a great moment in Black history and Black Wealth Rebels history. Enjoy. You an ATL. Be careful out there, Dr. Chas. Don't get scammed.
Oh man.
All right, so Nicole says, I leave for Texas on Monday, but I should be able to make the 8th. Oh, appreciate that. What part of Texas you going to? And Dr. Chas, thanks for pulling up this last week at the tap in. We appreciate that. Kamari Ross. Oh.
Nah, that's it. So you know what? So let me give you a minute on this. I'm a big fan of. I think I said this already. I'm a big fan of Rick Ross's music, but dude, as a person, oh man, he sucks.
You don't like Officer William Roberts?
No, not at all, man. Not at all.
Yeah, another weirdo boy. See,
Like, I mean, I
weirdo. See, what Gilly said about the man is so true. You can't unlame a lane. No amount of money can unlame a lane.
I think that part of the problem in general is that we just know too much about entertainers, athletes, but we know too much about everybody, dog.
Yeah,
I want to go back to where I don't know nothing about these people, man. Because some folks, we had a debate about this the other day. Some folks like, I like their music, and then you see how they behave online, and it's like, your music don't even hit the
Jimmy,
same. Yes, sir.
You inspire me. I know you.
We rewind that video again. I think this video should be played on every episode.
Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
You inspire me. I know you.
All right, that's
Jimmy,
all. Yes, sir.
You inspire me. Now we're gonna play a couple more times. I mean, I want you to get all your glory. I know you. All your glory, right? Jimmy,
yes, sir.
You inspire me. I know you.
Listen, I
want to know what I said. I want to know what I was going to say 10 seconds after that, though.
I'm going to use that on all my carousels on Instagram for the rest of eternity. Like, I don't care what I'm talking about. I might be showing a piece of food, but if I'm making a carousel, that'll be one of the videos in my carousel right there. So
Jimmy always trolls me. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not, but here we go.
No, don't. As a matter of fact, that is our hashtag for our giveaway. Our hashtag for the giveaway.
No, listen.
It's our hashtag right here.
He sent me a clip. To troll me that I said for him. How slanderous is that, y'all? All right, and inspired is the hashtag. Inspired.
That's our hashtag. That's the hashtag for the giveaway, man. Hashtag Jimmy, inspired. Yes, sir.
You inspire me. All right, so that's it. That's it.
Yo, listen, Jim is on one tonight, yo.
Yes,
listen, I am not letting that slander pass on Ronnie DeVoe. Ronnie DeVoe. That's
families on now.
Yo, I promise you, I've heard a lot of slanderous things on this show. We say because we talk a gang of shit, but that's top 5 dead or alive slanderous things that I've heard on this show.
Is it true though?
For him to catch there was nothing untrue about what you said, but we talked about even the truth, if it's not said in love, don't feel good, bro. And that was a stray, bro.
That was disrespectful.
Look, my apologies to Mr. DeVoe and the DeVoe family, because I didn't mean those things. I was just saying that's the truth, though. Because I was saying how, like, the fact that Kamari thinks he's the most important, I think that's cool. My point was, Ronnie DeVoe probably also thinks he's the most important. But the 4 words you'll never hear put together at the same time.
I see what I got to do now. I got to treat you like the orange monkey and just ignore your ass. Because you be talking.
Are you calling me a monkey though?
You be talking crazy.
Are you calling me a monkey, beloved?
I didn't call you a monkey. But I know you like to spin everything.
Out of control, yo.
Like that ball. Right, so man, I get it.
I get it. Before things get out.
All right, let's do the Bitcoin giveaway, y'all. The hashtag is hashtag inspired.
And then what's bad is the whole audience is jumping in to slander me. Like,
what you mean? That's the hashtag.
No, that's bad. That's bad, but okay.
Listen, I'm still laughing about the Ronnie DeVoe slander because that is absolutely egregious, bro. That is egregious and malfeasant. Hey,
listen, man. I'm glad I can give you a bar that you enjoyed this evening, Paul.
And for senators. Oh, I got to use my man Lawrence Johnson words, man.
Shout out to Lawrence Johnson, man.
Yo.
All right, I intentionally misspelled the word just to throw you off, so ain't nobody winning tonight.
I don't think he intentionally did it. That's his way of covering it up, though.
Oh, man.
My feelings are truly hurt.
Oh, God.
Maybe you got to go redo it and put, Oh, we got it. We got folks in there. All right, that's what's up.
I'm about to change it around. My feelings are hurt. How many sats we giving away today, y'all?
We'll tell you in a second, but this is a question. The Cameron and Ocho Cinco beef is a real estate. I don't know anymore.
I think it's staged. I think it's staged.
But what I do find funny is the one thing I found funny about Cam. First of all, I love seeing Cam and Mace work together and get the issues. And I think that's the dopest thing ever.
That's a great black love story.
But what I find funny about that is like how they be egging each other on, because Cam said what he said, and then like Mace is dying laughing, which makes him just keep going and keep going. Like just and it's just like my homie told me. He's like, well, it's the same thing that happened when the whole thing with what's now known as the little nigga speech that Mace made. Like it kept getting worse and worse. Like the way they egg each other on is hilarious.
When he was talking about the boy from Houston.
Yeah.
Man. That was Cameron straight putting a battery right in Mace's back.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's how they do. Like they be like instigating, but it's funny because even with the Ocho thing, he said one thing and then Mace just starts dying laughing. Then he just keeps going and he keeps going, and it's great content though. Even Ocho's response was great content. That's why people think it may be Oh,
Cameron be going at everybody.
Oh, he said because Lorraine put the CD by mistake. Yeah, make sure you put the correct that, Lorraine. Make sure you get in there. He said Ocho was playing, but Cameron was serious. Hey, listen, man.
Cam be wilding, bro. He just be saying anything.
You know what I'm saying? By the way, I got a whole chapter on Cameron in one of my books. Because this book is about pop culture. Some of the titles of the chapters in this book, though, are kind of wild. Like this chapter of this book, this is the title of the chapter of in this book right here.
Mike Schmidt and Jerry Curl.
So I just gotta tell y'all, if you ever cop this book, some of the chapter titles are absolutely insane. You know what I'm saying? Like this chapter right here. This might be one of the most wildest chapter titles you'll ever see in the book. Let's see if y'all can see this chapter title here. You see it? That's the title of the chapter.
Derrick Rose, Ronald Reagan, and pro-choice. What?
Yeah. So I'm just letting y'all know that, and by the way, this is from the book called Sports the Book. Smart people only read the sports, you know what I'm saying? Some of these titles.
That gotta be a reread because I read it when you published it. Dang, published for a decade, bro.
Like this one right here, like this right here, like see when you tie this together, like this is when you do this is pure G. I'm saying, see, it's my fault.
Yeah, I get it. I get why Jim disrespects me now because I'm not in the author class. I get it.
Hey, you see the title of that chapter, Kamari?
I gotta become an author to get some respect around here.
I don't think you see the title of this chapter.
I'm not looking at your chapters, man.
What you mean?
You've been disrespecting me all night, man.
If you dislike this boxing, you also
now put it back up, Jim. Put it back
up.
It
says, I'm gonna show you the name of this chapter. I'm just telling you, some of the.
If you dislike boxing, you should also hate Prince's music.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful, but
no, I'm just saying, all of it ties together, man.
Okay.
It's wild chapters, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Anyway, but I digress, man. So you can get this, by the way, at sportsthebook.com.
That's right. Use them domain names. Good job.
Listen, the tax guy, you probably own that, don't you? The taxguy.com.
I don't, but
he looking. He like, do I?
Yeah. But should I? The tax guy. That
somebody probably got that. Try Philly tax guy. Yeah, look at he. How many domain names do you own, Kamari?
Too many. I'm about to cut them all off.
Yo, I think so. We own a bunch of domain. We got one. Black Wealth is Black Power. That's a domain name. It's a fire domain name, by the way. Black Wealth is Black Power.
What's the hood way to say God? GAUD?
Yeah.
I might get that.
I wasn't trying to entice you, but I'm just trying to inspire you. That's all.
Yes, you was.
I'm just trying to inspire you. That's all.
Listen, man. Domain are like crack to me, man.
Yes. By the way, man, a book. Listen, we gotta drop a book this year, y'all. We got to.
All right, let's do it. Because I'm tired of y'all disrespecting me. So
we got to get Kamari into the public
respect space, so I can stop getting disrespected.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, with that being said, how many folks we got in the giveaway right now?
Yeah, 19, the big 19.
Kamari be getting pissed if we don't get 20. All right, listen, real fast. While we got
we need at least 20.
Send me your Lightning address, right? How you do that is you go on the Cash App, right? You hit the button that shows you what your cash looks like, how much stock you have, how much Bitcoin you have, and you click the Bitcoin. Then you hit the button, not buy or sell. You hit the up or down button that says receive. Once you hit receive, you'll get a QR code. Tap that QR code. It'll say Bitcoin Network, Lightning Network. If you win, send me that Lightning Network. Sprinkle some of those tax gems in that John. He said, when you write this book, come on, when we get this book written, you got to sprinkle some tax gems. Listen, if we were to write a book, right, we're going to write a book as a collective. Kamari's going to mention tax at least 15 times. I don't think Kamari can go through an hour without mentioning the word tax.
No, 20 times. 20 times.
Got you.
That's not slander. That's real trap, though.
Yeah. So, all right. So before we get out of here, last thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna keep bothering y'all. Make sure to pull up on the 8th. Go to phillycashmob.com. We're gonna have our cash mob, our podcast, and we paying tribute to West Coast Production. So pull up on the 8th, and enjoy
Y'all
the festivities.
Y'all see that slide in?
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Listen, you only get that if you're a Big Job fan.
Yo, don't he got that podcast called like Black Busters or something? He on that too, right?
Yes, it's a dope podcast.
Podcast. Yeah. I definitely love that.
Oh man.
West Coast Productions. Listen, West Coast Productions is one of the greatest and most profitable Black-owned businesses ever. So I'm just telling you,
Black businesses.
in the history of Black businesses, I just think that it doesn't get its credit because of the field that it operated in. So
they operate in the triple X space.
Yeah. So anyway, but how many legends came from there though? Anyway, let's get. How many? We got 20 yet?
Nope, we only got 19. And we got at least 30 in the building. By the way, can we get some likes up, y'all? Y'all be a little stingy with these likes. We need these likes. We need the love.
Yo, anybody in Ohio, by the way, because we got folks all over there watch the replay too. And if you in Ohio, holler at me, man. Tell me where to get the I'm trying, get a grub out there, man.
All right,
there we go. There we go.
20.
There we go. Now Kamari is satisfied. Pause.
Let's spin the wheel. Listen, I'm just trying to make sure everybody gets fed.
Everybody eats, B.
The new Black Wealth anthem is a song called "All the People" by Kendrick the Family Soul.
Okay. All right. I thought you was about to say something else, like The Cloud by J. Cole, but good luck to everybody.
That was dope though. I did like it.
I like the song too. I didn't dislike the song. So you misquoted me. Dr. Sav Talk. All right, real quick. Are you still here? Are you still here? You gotta still be here.
Show us your hands, Dr. Sav Talk, so we can give you the money.
Going once, going twice.
So
give her a couple seconds because
5 to 10 second delay.
Yeah.
I know. Going 3 times. Going 4 times. She is here.
All right, Dr. Sav, send us an email.
She is a winner.
Rebels.
She is a winner.
blackwealthrebels@gmail.com.
She is a winner.
Don't forget, send your lightning tag if you don't know how to. Say that as well. We will let you know how to do so. Don't bother giving away my money. Don't you be giving away my money. We will not. Hold up though. Let's do one more, y'all.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
One more.
I thought I was finished.
One more.
When I brought that Aston Martin.
One more. I mean, we feeling excited this evening, man. One more.
By the way,
Kamari, what you teaching about on Sunday? Because I ain't gonna be here, so it's up to you.
No, you thought it was on Corey. Make up your mind.
All right, so Corey,
y'all notice how we defer to Jim? He's the boss.
Here we go. Oh, Corey, don't call me Officer William Roberts. By the way.
Rouse.
You know what I'm saying? I'm Eddie Kendricks, dog.
Keep on pushing, baby.
Eddie Kendricks.
I gotta look back at what you already did, but I'll be doing something. I'll probably do what is I don't know.
You gotta listen. Think about tomorrow. Think about tomorrow.
No. Sovereign wealth fund, because that's what homeboy trying to get.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's kind of weird and out of the way. So I might not do that, but because it really doesn't talk anything about the market. But
here's what I think you should do. I know you've already done it, but I think that you can't do this enough. I think you should do your screener, FinViz, and walk through a screener from start to finish.
Yep, that's it. That is it.
I mean, I can do that.
My production game is like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can do that 50 times out of 50.
Listen, my production game is like that, man.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
You inspire me. I know you. No, Jimmy, go on.
Yes, sir.
You inspire me. I know you.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all ready for the next one?
Hey, Torian, what's up, Torian? And Paul's too, by the way. Hold up though, real quick before you do this. Anybody want to get in before we do our last giveaway? It's our last giveaway. We already got Dr. Seth Talks Money. We're gonna do a second giveaway. You know who that person is. And by the way, don't forget to put this on the screen. I know you try to not put that up there, man. Because Barry Gordy
What are
is
you talking about? It's already on the screen, man.
I'm not. I'm just saying you gotta leave it up there. You gotta let that sit for a second, man.
Come on, man. Keep going, man. Keep going.
Barry Gordy is a legend, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it.
You know what? I'm sorry. I gotta apologize to you. I thought you was talking about the giveaway.
Oh, no.
I see what you was really talking about. Anything to stroke his ego. No pause necessary.
All right, Dr. Seth, real fast. I'm gonna repeat it again because whoever wins the so he's saying that actually had someone backing it who wasn't.
Stay focused, man. Get your mind together.
No, I'm taking all my praise back then. All right. Anyway, listen. Go to your Cash App, right? On the bottom left, you'll see it looks like a little bank or money. If you have money in there, it will give you the amount of money. You click on that on the bottom left, right? Then it will tell you your cash balance, what you have in savings, Bitcoin, or stocks. Hit Bitcoin. Once you see Bitcoin, it will say buy, sell. Do I have an up arrow or down arrow? If you don't have any Bitcoin in your account, it will just say buy and have an up arrow and a down arrow. What you do is hit that up arrow or down arrow. It'll say send or receive. You hit receive. Once you hit receive, you will see a QR code. Tap that QR code. After you tap that QR code, it will say Bitcoin address or Lightning address. Copy the Lightning address. Send me that in the email. blackwealthrebels@gmail.com, and I will send you back what you win. Corey is Marvin Gaye.
No, buddy. Don't put that on me.
Hey, listen, Marvin Gaye is a legend.
What's going on?
No. I do not want to be Marvin Gaye. No thanks.
Listen, you don't want to be the GOAT?
No. I know too much about Marvin Gaye to want to be Marvin Gaye. No.
He don't want to be the son of a cross-dressing pastor.
I don't want to be a dude who was trying to marry a 16-year-old woman.
That too. That part too.
All right, hold up. I want to ask this question. Shout to me. That's why I questioned it, because I didn't think West Coast was black owned. My question to you is:
so clearly she knew what it was.
What kind of research were you doing? It's all love, though. Listen, it's all love, though, because research has to be done. All right, so Dr. Sev has it. All right, now Dr. Sev has it. Everybody else should have it. Pause. Let's see who wins the last giveaway. Good luck to everybody. And the winner is my man.
Steve.
See what happens, Steve? When you speak the truth in the chat, what happens is the podcast gods bless you.
Here we go with this bullshit.
The podcast gods bless you.
Kamari sound like disgruntled.
I am disgruntled, man.
I'm gonna tell you who you sound like right now, and so you need to stop. You sound like Drake.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the bad rapper. I'll tell you why I'm mad, son. I'll tell you why I'm mad.
You also sound like the mad rapper, but you sound like Drake. So you
Listen,
need to cut it out.
Steve speaks truth to power, and this is what happens when you tell the truth. Anyway,
Jimmy,
y'all, listen, man. We
Yes,
love
sir.
y'all.
you inspire me. I know you,
One more time.
Y'all look wild, bro.
Jimmy.
So we got that.
Yes, sir.
You inspire me. I know you,
All right. That's cool. You know.
Jimmy.
Anyway,
Yes, sir.
man.
I want you to get your props. I want you to feel good when you fly out on Sunday.
Hey, listen, man. I want y'all to say a prayer for me, man, because there's a lot of craziness going on. I got to catch a flight on Sunday, man. So everybody in the chat, y'all to say a prayer. Say a prayer for your boy. You know what I'm saying? But if you are in Ohio and you feel the ground rumbling, that's because I'm talking and I'm making the crowd go crazy. This is what it is. Steve said email already sent. I heard that.
There we go.
Heard that. Man, Steve sent it with the address. Let's see.
You was robbing.
All right. See, we on the same vibe. And there go a beginning prayer for you, Jimmy, so you'll be safe and have them traveling mercies as you go through the highways and the byways.
Yes, y'all. So anyway, but for those that in Ohio, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be out there. Tomorrow I'll be in the streets of Philadelphia though. So if you're on the streets of Philadelphia tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give some tenants some keys tomorrow. I got 2 move-ins tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'll be out here, man.
Oh, somebody out here heavy.
No,
Okay.
man, I'm just working. I'm just staying out the way. I'm just working. Look, Steve said he already had it in the draft. He was just waiting on the day he won. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate that. All right, y'all. Pull up Sunday to watch Kamari and Corey teach whatever it is they're gonna teach. Corey gonna show his screeners and whatnot. I'm gonna try to jump on with y'all Wednesday, depending upon what's going on where I'm at. I'll see what happens. I know we got Joel jumping on, so he said just drive. Listen, man, anything over 4 hours, I ain't driving.
Nah, the trip to Ohio actually ain't that bad though. I've done it.
I'm cool. All right, my flight's already booked. Man. I gotta get my manicure and my Fiji work.
He has to fly first class. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, Group 1, dog. Anyway, man, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. If nothing else, we'll see y'all next Friday. You know what I'm saying? And then, by the way, Saturday after that next Friday, y'all better be there.
All right, y'all. Y'all be great.
Black Queens forever.